the end. Benespetti.
What is this one here?
That one, I believe, is frangipani.
What a color.
Oh, you'll find many, many more flowers out here. Je serai l'écouter. Oui, monsieur. C'est cool. Oui, monsieur.
Well, I'm just speechless. And that lunch. And wild chicken? I didn't know it was ever wild. Gosh, I had no idea people lived like this. Right out in the middle of the Pacific Ocean.
Sugar.
Thanks.
1.
3. I know it's a big load for a demi-tasse to carry. All right, I'm a hick. You know so many American words. Do you know what a hick is?
A hick is one who lives in a stick.
No, the sticks.
Pardon, the sticks. Now I remember.
How long did it take you to build up a plantation like this?
I came to the Pacific when I was a very young man.
Emil, is it true that all the planters on these islands, are they all running away from something?
Who is not running away from something? There are fugitives everywhere. In Paris, in New York, even in Small Rock. Where do you come from?
Oh, Little Rock!
Little Rock. Do you know any fugitives there?
I'll show you a picture of a Little Rock fugitive. Small Rock. I got this clipping from my mother this morning.
Ensign Nellie Forbush, Little Rock's own Florence Nightingale.
That was written by Mrs. Leeming, the social editor. To read her, you'd think I'm practically the most important nurse in the Navy. Gosh, it's beautiful here. Just look at that yellow sun. You know, I don't think we're at the end of the world like everyone else thinks. I just can't work myself up to getting that low. Do you think I'm crazy too? They all do over at the Fleet Hospital. You know what they call me? Knucklehead Nellie. I suppose I am, but I just can't help it. When the sky's a bright canary yellow, I forget every cloud I've ever seen. So they call me a cockeyed optimist, immature and incurably green. I have heard people rant and rave and bellow that we're done and we might as well be dead. But I'm only a cockeyed optimist, and I can't get it into my head. I hear the human race is falling on its face and hasn't very far to go. But every with the will is selling me a bill and telling me it just ain't so. I could say life is just a bowl of jello and appear more intelligent and smart, but I'm stuck like a dope with a thing called hope, and I can't get it out of my heart. Nothing's Would you like to know any more about me?
Yes. You say you're a fugitive. When you joined the Navy, what were you running away from?
Gosh, I don't know. I think it was more like running to something. I wanted to see what the world was like. Outside Little Rock, I mean. I wanted to meet different kinds of people and find out if I liked them any better. And I'm finding out.
Would you like some cognac?
I love some. Wonder how I feel living on a hillside, looking on an ocean, beautiful and still.
This is what I need. This is what I want for someone young and smiling, climbing up my hill.
We are not alike,
probably pursue her. She could have her pick.
Wonder why I feel jittery, jumpy. I am like a schoolgirl waiting for a dance.
And I ask her now, I'm like a schoolboy, what will be her answer? Do I have a In peacetime, the boat from America comes once a month. The ladies, wives of the planters, often go to Australia during the hot months. It can get very hot here.
It can get very hot in Little Rock, too.
It can.
Uh-huh.
Well, I have many books here. Marcel Proust, André Gide. Did you study French in school?
Oh, yes.
Ah, then you can read French.
No. I can conjugate a few verbs. I bet you read a lot.
Out here one becomes hungry to learn everything, not to miss anything, not to let anything good pass by.
Yes.
But one waits so long for what is good, and when at last it comes, well, one cannot risk to lose. So one must speak and act quickly, even if it seems foolish almost to be so quick. I know it is only 2 weeks. There was a dinner at your officers' club, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
That's the way things happen sometimes, isn't it, Nellie?
Yes, it is.
Some enchanted evening, you may see a stranger. You may see a stranger across a crowded room, and somehow you know we have children, when I die, they will be growing up. You could afford to take them back to America if you like. Think about it.
Monsieur Dubec, la jeep des mademoiselles. Monsieur, la jeep des mademoiselles. Votre jeep?
Oh, my Jeep! Oh, gosh, thank you, Henry. I'm on duty in 10 minutes.
Nellie, before you go, there's something I want to tell you. A while ago, you asked me a question. Why did I leave France?
Oh, Emil, that was none of my business.
But I want to tell you. I had to leave France. I killed a man.
Why did you kill
He
him?
was a wicked man, the town bully. Everyone in our village was glad to see him die. It was not to my discredit. Do you believe me now?
You have just told me that you killed a man, and that it's all right. I hardly know you, and yet I know it's all right.
Thank you, Nellie. You like my face?
Yes,
And you will think.
I will think.
Lipstick. 3 lumps of sugar in this simple cup. Eh, bien. Ah, merci, monsieur.
Nous chantons bien aussi.
Ah, oui.
Attends, papa. Dites-moi pourquoi la vie est belle. Dites-moi pourquoi
La vie est gaie. Dites-moi pourquoi, chère mademoiselle, est-ce que, quand c'est que vous m'aimez? Bloody Mary is the girl I love. Bloody Mary is the girl I love. Bloody Mary is the girl I love. Now ain't that too damn bad? Her skin is tender as the matches love. Her skin is tender as the matches love. Her skin is tender as the matches love. Now ain't that too damn bad?
Hello, G.I. Rascat. Very sexy. $4. You like? You buy? Chipstick. G.I. That's up, Ruby George.
That was good, man. No offense. He's a stingy bastard.
Stingy bastard.
Great, Mary, you're learning fast.
Stingy bastard.
Bloody Mary's chewing beetle nuts. She is always chewing beetle nuts. Bloody Mary's chewing beetle nuts, and she don't use Pepsodent. What is that?
His head. $50.
Oh, well, what's he made out of?
Made out of head. It's real human.
Second. What makes it so small?
Schluck. Only way to keep human head is schlickle.
Thanks.
$4. Send home Chicago to sexy sweetheart. She make wave like this.
ain't by myself. The professor here and 3 other Seabees, and half the time it takes your natives to make them. See? No stretch. Now come over, sweetie pie, and give me your prize.
Look at that shirt. Take it up with the manager. Hey, Mr. Phillips, big dealer.
What can I do for you, my boy? What's your trouble?
Look at that shirt.
The Phyllis Laundry is not responsible for minor burns and tears. Yeah, what do you say, Sweat so well? What am I offering? Hey, look at this. All hands zone, too.
Gee, that's mighty nice work.
Hey, do you hear that? Do you hear that? You can probably sell them to the chums for $5 or $6 a piece. Now let's make a quick deal. I'd like to have a whole bunch for, say, $80. I give you $10. What?
Not enough?
You're damn well right, not enough.
Then you damn well keep.
Now see here, dragon lady, you gave me an order. These are the finest parts. You can't, you get that old cleaned up to your Hey, what's that you got here? Boar's tooth bracelet. Where'd you get that? Over there on Valley High?
You lie?
This is a boar's tooth bracelet. They cut the tooth from the boar's mouth in a big ceremonial over there on Valley High. There ain't a souvenir you can pick up in the South Pacific as valuable as this. What do you want for it, Mary?
$100.
$100? That's cheap. I thought it'd be more.
Yeah, I don't see how they can turn him out for that. Make you special offer, big dealer. Trade your boss tooth bracelet for all Oresco.
It's a deal.
Wait a minute. It's no deal till you throw in something for good luck.
Okay, what do you want me to throw in?
$100.
You don't run into these things every day.
Thank God.
They're scarce as hen's teeth. They're bigger, too. Damn Valley High. Why is that to be out of bounds? We gotta get a boat and get over there.
Yeah.
Only officers can sign out books.
I'll get a boat, all right. I'll latch onto some officer with some imagination. Wants to see that boar's tooth ceremonial as much as I would. It's a hell of a ceremonial. Dancing, drinking, everything.
Why, you big phony? We all know why you want to go over to Valley High.
Why?
Because the French planners put all their young women over there when they heard the geography. Take horse teeth. Stay.
It is boar's teeth. Yeah, right. And we got sunlight on the sand, we got moonlight on the sea. We get mangoes and bananas you can pick right off a tree. We got volleyball and ping pong and a lot of dandy games. What ain't we got? We ain't got dames.
We get packages from home, we get movies, we get shows.
We get speeches from our skippers.
From Tokyo Rolls.
We get lettuce that look like you.
We get dizzy from the smell. What don't we get? You know damn well. We got nothing to put on a clean white suit for. What we need is what there ain't no substitute for. There is nothing like a dame, nothing in the world. There is nothing you can name that is anything like a dame.
We feel restless, we feel blue.
We feel lonely and in grief.
We get every kind of feeling but the feeling of relief.
We feel free as the whoop out when he met Red Riding Hood.
What don't we feel? We don't feel good. Lots of things in life are beautiful, but brother, there is one particular thing that is nothing whatsoever in any way, shape, or form like any other. There is nothing like a dame, nothing in the world. There is nothing you can name that is anything like a dame. Nothing else is built the same, nothing in the world has a soft and wavy frame like the silhouette of a dame.
There is
not from you.
Free?
Gosh, I guess I'm just about the luckiest nurse on this island to have found you. You're a treasure.
Bury him.
Well, goodbye, Luther.
And she's a nice little girl, but some of those nurses, the officers can have them.
They got him.
They can have them.
So suppose that they made right or completely free from flaws. Or as faithful as a bird dog. Or as kind as Santa Claus.
It's a waste of time to worry over things that they have not.
Be thankful for the things they've got.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
There is nothing you can name that is anything like a day.
There are no books like a day.
And nothing looks like a day. There are no drinks like a dame. And nothing thinks like a dame.
And nothing acts like a dame.
Or tracks like a dame. There ain't a thing that's wrong with any man here that can't be cured by putting him near the girly, womanly, female, feminine dame.
Hello.
Hello.
You make trouble for me. Are you the crummy major?
No, I'm even crummier than that. I'm a lieutenant.
Talent?
Tell
Hey, Lieutenant, doing the right?
Just give me the night, Catalina.
Hey, Lieutenant. You damn sexy man.
Thanks. You look pretty fit yourself.
Damn sexy.
Who is she?
She's Tonkinese. Used to work for a French planter.
French planters, stingy bastard.
By the way, any of you know a French planter by the name of Emile Debec?
Emile Lebec. I think he's the guy who lives on top of that hill. Do you know him?
No, but I'm going to.
Hey, Lieutenant. Real human head.
Put her away, Mary.
You got sweetheart? Send home Chicago to sexy sweetheart.
She's a Philadelphia girl, and I
What's that? Philadelphia girl. What's that mean? No sexy? You lie. I give you free.
Free? You never give me anything free.
You know sexy like Lieutenant.
No, thanks. Where'd you get that anyway?
Valley High.
There's your officer. There's your officer.
That's that island over there with the 2 volcanoes. Yeah. Officers can get launches and go over there.
Valley High. What does that mean?
Valley High mean I am your special island. Mean here I am. Valley High is your special island, Lieutenant. I know. You listen. You hear island call to you. You hear something? Listen.
I hear the sound of the wind and the waves, that's all.
You know hear something calling? Listen.
I think I hear something.
Shut your big fat mouth!
Hear a voice? Most people live on a lonely island, lost in the middle of a foggy sea. Most people long for another island
You being an officer, you can get a launch. Yeah. I need to be willing to requisition a boat for you. What do you say, Lieutenant?
No.
Maria, we call you any night, and you want to hear it call you. Come away, come away. Lieutenant?
No.
I see what you mean. Being out of bounds and all. It'd take a lot of persuading to get me to go along. But another thing that happens over there, ceremonial. Divorce. After they kill the boy, they pass around some of that coconut liquor. And women dance with just skirts on. And everybody gets to know everybody pretty well. Just a little trouble, sir. 3 minutes. Oh, that's astonishing. And I thought you'd be able to shoot in the war for such a long time without getting any recreation. I thought you might be interested.
I am.
Yeah!
But right now I gotta see the island commander.
Professor, take Lieutenant up in the truck. All right, this way.
Professor?
It's because he went to college. Oh, you go to college?
Yes.
Where?
Princeton University.
Oh, it's got money, eh, Lieutenant? Don't be ashamed. Say, maybe you'd like to hear the professor talk some language. Or would you like to hear Latin, Greek? Give me some Latin.
Hey, pluribus un momento. Rectius vives linguini.
What did he say?
The slightest idea.
What's the matter? Didn't you graduate? Take Lieutenant up to the buildings. He'll never meet Captain. Iron Belly!
You are causing an economic revolution on this island. These French planters can't find a native to pick a coconut or milk a cow, because you're paying them 10 times as much to make these ridiculous grass skirts. And you guys, you have any idea what a military uniform looks like?
French planters, stingy bastards, like that guy.
Sir, may I make a suggestion, sir?
Who are you?
Phyllis, sir, Luther Phyllis. The natives can now go back to work on the farms. The demand for grass skirts can now be met by us Seabees.
Dressmakers? Do you mean to tell me the construction engineers of the United States Navy are not sitting around in sewing circles?
The idea does not appeal to you, sir. We can drop it right here.
Luther Phyllis.
Yes, sir.
Nothing. Just making a mental note. I want to be sure not to forget your name. I want to see you gather up all this paraphernalia now and carry it off Navy property.
Come on, everybody. Let's take all this stuff and throw it behind the trees.
All right. Let's clean up this place. You two, dispose of that garbage. While I dispose of these hideous, God-forsaken, I don't know how you can stand to make them grass skirts. You can keep the $100.
You go too.
All right, Lieutenant. Thank you.
Lieutenant, who are you anyway?
I'm Lieutenant Joseph Cable, sir. I just flew in that Catalina.
I'm Captain Brackett.
How do you do, sir?
Well, what's it all about?
My colonel feels that all these islands are in danger because no one's been able to get first-hand intelligence, and what we need is a coast watch.
A coast watch.
Yes, sir. A man with a radio hiding out on one of those Jap-held islands, where he can watch for Jap ships when they come down the bottleneck, coming down this way.
Who's going to do it?
Well, sir, I've been elected.
How long do you think you could last up there sending out messages before the Japs found you?
I think I'd be okay if I could take someone with me who really knew the country. Headquarters found out there's a French civilian here who used to have a plantation on Marie-Louise Island.
Marie-Louise, that's a good spot. What's this Frenchman's name?
Emile de Beck.
Meet me in my office in a half an hour, Cable.
Yes, sir.
Maybe I'll get into this war yet.
I may call you any night, any day. In your heart, you'll hear it call you. Come away, come away. Valley high, valley high, valley high.
Did you tell those guys at the shop to stop making those grass skirts?
Sure, they, just turn out one of these things. What do you think of that?
That don't look like a shrunken head. It's like an old orange painted with shoe polish.
That's what it is.
Go back to the shop and tell them to try again. If I order a dried up human head, I want a human head dried up. Oh, Faye, here he comes. Don't change your expression, Lieutenant. Just act like you're talking casual. I got the vote.
What boat?
Keep walking down the company street. I signed the vote out in your name. We're shoving off from Valley High in 45 minutes.
Oh, no, we're not. I'm going to see Captain Bradley.
Lieutenant, what are you doing to me? I signed this vote out in your name.
Then you're just the guy to go back and cancel it. Forget the whole thing, okay?
Lieutenant, you and me are going for a boat ride, whether you like it or not. Dames.
Cable, got some dope on your Frenchman. Marie-Louise Island. Moved down here 16 years ago. Lived with a Polynesian woman for about 5 years. 2 children by her. She died. Now, here's one thing we gotta clear up. Seems he left France in a hurry. Killed a guy. What do you think of that?
Might be a handy man to have around.
Mrs. Woodward,
Captain Brackett, please excuse the way I look.
you look fine. I present Lieutenant Joseph Cable. Miss Forbush.
How do you do?
Sit down, Miss Forbush. How's the Thanksgiving entertainment coming along?
Very well, thank you, sir. We practice whenever we get a chance.
Now, about a week ago, you had lunch with a French planner, Emile Debec.
Yes, sir.
What do you know about him?
What do I know about him?
That's right.
Well, he's very nice. He's kind. He's attractive. I just don't know what you want to know, sir.
Miss Forbush, Captain Brackett wants to know, did you talk about politics?
Would you have discussed politics, Lieutenant? Now, when these guys come out of France, it's generally because there's been some trouble. Has he ever told you anything about that? Now, what do you know about his family?
Oh, he has no family. No wife, nobody.
He hasn't any children?
No, sir.
And he's never told you why he left France?
Yes, sir. He left France because he killed a man.
Did he tell you why?
No, but he will if I ask him.
Well, Miss Forbush, that's exactly what we'd like you to do.
Why? Do you suspect him of something?
No, it's just that we don't know very much about him. Would you help us, Miss Forbush?
I'll try.
Thank you. You may go now.
He's kept a few secrets from her, hasn't he?
I'm afraid we aren't going to get very much out of her. She's obviously in love with him.
That's hard to believe, sir. They tell me he's a middle-aged man.
Hey, Bob! It's a common mistake for young men of your age and athletic ability to underestimate men who reach their maturity.
I didn't mean, sir.
Young women frequently find a mature man attractive, strange as it may seem to you. I myself am almost 50. I'm a bachelor, cable, and I don't by any means consider myself through. Okay, Cable, see you at Chow.
Yes, sir.
Here it is, sir, I got it.
You got the address right?
Yeah, I think so. To Miss Nancy Schmerzberger, 325 Euclid Ave, Cleveland, Ohio.
That's right, I want to back it myself.
Yes, sir. Is that what it
Fridays. Oh, look, Miss Bush, I brought some hot water for you.
Thanks. It'll do me a lot of good to get some of this sand out of my hair.
Now, if you need some extra hot water, my bath club boys will take good care of you. Now, when you're ready to take a shower, just tap Professor on the head. No peeking.
I did. What did he want, huh? What did he want? Who? Iron Belly. Captain Brackett? Nothing important. Just something about the Thanksgiving show.
What's the trouble, knucklehead?
Huh?
I said, what's the trouble?
Nothing. There's not going to be any trouble anymore because I've made up my mind about one thing. It's all off. With him? Uh-huh. I'm going to make a clean break of it before it's too late.
What happened, knucklehead? What did he do?
Well, he didn't do anything. It's just that, well, I don't know very much about him, really, and before I go any further with this thing, I just better not get started. Don't you think so too, Diney?
Yes, I do.
You do? Well, I guess I do too. Well, don't look so dramatic about it. Things like this happen every day.
I'm gonna wash that man right out of my hair. I'm gonna wash that man right out of my hair. I'm gonna wash that man right out of my hair and send him on his way. Get the picture? I'm gonna wave that man right out of my arms. I'm gonna wave that man right out of my arms. I'm gonna wave that man right out of my arms and send him on his way. Don't try to patch it up, tear it up, tear it up. Wash him out, dry him out, push him out, fly him out, cancel him, and let him go. Yay, sister! I'm gonna wash that man right out of my hair. I'm gonna wash that man right out of my hair. I'm gonna wash that man right out of my hair and send him on his way. The man don't look you fly on separate feet. Right, Nellie. It's the time to change. Find that man right off your range. Rob him out of your dreams. Oh, if you laugh at different comics, if you root for different teams, waste the time with no more. Show him what the door is for. Rub him out of the road hall and drug him out of your dreams. You can't light a fire when the wood's all wet. You can't make a butterfly strong. You can't fix an egg when it ain't quite good.
do. Only two I brought. Yay, sister!
Hello.
Hello. I left a note for you at the hospital. It was to invite you to my home next Friday for dinner.
Well, I don't think I'll be able to come.
But I've invited all my friends, the Panthers colony.
Oh, a big party. Well, then if I can't come, you won't miss me.
But it is for you. It is for them to meet you, and more important, for you to meet them. To give you some idea of what your life would be like out here. I want you to know more about me. How I live and think.
No, more about you.
Yes. You know very little about me.
That's right. Would you sit down? I don't want you to think I'm prying into your private life, asking you a lot of questions. It's just that I always think it's interesting why a person kills another person.
Of course, Nellie. That has worried you. Come, sit down. When I was a boy, I held my heart in my hand. So when this man came to our town, even though my father said he was good, I thought he was bad. I was young. Soon he was running our town. He could do anything he wanted, he could take anything he wanted, and I did not like that. So I stood up in a public square and I made a speech. I called upon everyone to stand with me against this man.
What did they do?
They walked away
Why?
because they saw him standing behind me. I turned and he said, "I'm going to kill you now." We fought. I was never so strong. I knocked him down, and when he fell, his head hit a stone. I ran to the waterfront and joined the cargo boat. I did not even know where that boat was going. I got off that boat into a different world, where I am now, where I want to stay. Nellie, will you marry me? There are so few days in our lifetime. The time I have with you now is precious to me. Have you been thinking?
I've been thinking.
Born on the opposite sides of the sea, we are as different as people can be. And yet you want to marry me.
I go.
I've known you a few short weeks, and yet
And I'm afraid my answer must be no. When a man is asked to face death, he must weigh values very carefully. He must weigh the sweetness of his own life against that thing which he is asked to die for. The probability of death is great for both of us. I know that I live well, Lieutenant, and I'm not certain that I believe that what you ask me to do is...
What we're asking you to do is help us link the Japs. It's as simple as that. We're against the Japs.
I know what you were against. What were you for? When I was a boy, I thought the world hated bullies as much as I did. I was foolish. I killed one. And I was forced to flee to an island. Since then, I have asked no help from anyone or any country. I have seen these bullies multiply and grow strong, and the world sat by and watched them.
Oh, to hell with this, Trebek. Let's be honest. Aren't you just a guy in love with a girl and putting her above everything else in the world?
Yes. I do care about my life with her more than anything else in the world. It is the only thing that is important to me. This I believe in. This I'm sure of. This I have, and I cannot risk to lose it. Good day, gentlemen.
He's an honest man, but he's wrong. See you tomorrow.
What do I do, Captain Brackett?
Take a few days off. Unwind. Take a boat. Go fishing.
A boat!
You wait.
There's no weather here.
You wait, Lieutenant.
What's going on? Mary.
You lie? Leah.
Over this way, sure.
His French name.
Leah.
But she no French girl. She Tonkinese like me. We very pretty people, no?
Do you speak English?
Only a few words. She talk French. Français.
Je parle français. Un peu.
Moi aussi. Un peu. Are you afraid of me? I mean, avez-vous peur?
Non. Oui.
But you're just a kid. How did that Bloody Mary get a kid like you to come here and... I don't get it. Cette vieille femme. Votre amie?
Ma mère.
Your mother? Bloody Mary is your mother? She didn't tell me. I won't. Let them wait. I touch your hands and my arms grow strong, like a pair of birds that burst with song. My eyes look down at your lovely face.
You have some too.
Thank you.
It's such a waste.
Nellie, I have a surprise for you. Would you sit down, please? Close your eyes. No peeking. I'm gonna wash that man right out my hair. I'm gonna wash that man right out my hair and send him on his way. Yes, sister.
That's wonderful, Emil.
Bonsoir.
Why, you're the cutest things I ever saw in my whole life. What are your names? You probably can't understand a word I'm saying, but oh my goodness, you're cute.
Nellie, I would like you to meet Yana and Jerome. Yana and Jerome. Nellie. Maintenant, Nellie. Vite.
Bonsoir, Nelly. Bonsoir, Nelly.
Bonsoir. Bonsoir. Oh, aren't they adorable? Those big, beautiful eyes staring at you out of those sweet little faces. Are they Henry's?
They're mine.
Of course they are. They look exactly like you, don't they? Where did you hide their mother?
She's dead, Nellie.
And you, they are.
I am their father,
And their mother.
Polynesian. She was charming, beautiful too.
But you and
I want you to know I have no apologies. I came here as a young man and I lived as I could.
Of course.
But I have not been selfish. No woman has ever hated me or wanted to hurt me.
No woman could ever want to hurt you, Emil. Oh, look at the time.
Oh, Nellie, please stay. I'll drive you home.
You will do no such thing. Thank you for tonight, Emil. It was the nicest party, and you're the perfect host.
Nellie, I love you. Do you hear me, Nellie? I love you.
And I love you too. Honestly, I do. Please let me go. Go.
One Pardon. Can you tell me where I can find this woman?
She's on stage right now. She's MC. She can't talk to nobody. Want me to take the flowers into her?
No, I would prefer to give them to her myself.
Are you Mr. D-Beck?
Yes, I am.
Look, Mr. D-Beck, do me a favor, will you? Don't try to see her tonight.
Why?
We finally got her in a great mood, and I don't want nothing to upset her again.
She's been upset.
Upset? She's asked for a transfer to another island. And day before yesterday, she busted out crying right in the middle of rehearsal. Said she couldn't go on with the show. So do us all a favor, will you? Don't try to see her now.
She's asked for a transfer?
Don't tell her I told you. Nobody's supposed to know.
But I must see her. Tonight.
All right. All right. Stay out of sight till after the show. I'll take the flowers into her.
Phyllis, hey, Phyllis! Phyllis!
Hey,
Shh. Lieutenant Cable is supposed to be in this little bed over in the hospital.
You have not been well?
I'm okay. Phyllis. Anyway, they're gonna keep me in that damn place. I need Phyllis. It's a great time to get boats, and I gotta get a boat. I gotta get to my island.
What?
That damned island over there with the 2 volcanoes on it. You ever been over there?
Yes, I have. Many times.
I was over there every day. Damn malaria got to me. You ever sailed over early in the morning? That whole crane just played across your face. I'm seeing her again. Listen, like last night.
C'est Louis.
I thought I was dreaming. What are you doing over here?
She come in big white boat, bigger than your boat. Belong Jacques Marais. He want to marry Liat. You know him? He's white man too, and very rich.
Is that the old French planter you told me about? The one who drinks? Oh my God, you can't let her marry a man like that!
Okay, then you marry her.
Hey, what? You let me off, vous comprenez? Lieutenant, I am worried about you. You are ill. Will you allow me to see you back to the hospital?
You're worried about me? The guy who lives on an island all by himself. Doesn't worry about anybody. Japs, Germans, Americans, not anybody. What do you pick me to worry about for?
Forgive me, Lieutenant. I am sorry.
Look, Lieutenant, you like Liat? Marry Liat. You have good life here. You don't have to work. I work for you. All day long, you and Liat be together. Walk through woods, swim in sea, sing, dance, talk happy. No, think about Philadelphia. It's no good. Talk about beautiful things and make love all day long. You like? You buy? Talk about a moon floating in the sky, looking like a lily on a lake. Talk about a bird learning how to fly, making all the music he can make. Happy talking, talking, happy talk. Talk about things you like to do. Got to have a dream if you don't
watch, but it's a good one. It belonged to my grandfather. It's kind of a lucky piece, too. My dad carried it with him in the last war. Beautiful, isn't it?
When I see you first time, I know you good man for Leon. And she good girl for you. You have special good babies.
Mary, I can't marry Leon.
That's your last chance. Now she married Jacques Barrère. Come, Leon. Give her a punch. Stingy bastard!
Younger than springtime were you, gayer than laughter were you, angel than lover, heaven and earth were you.
Second half of this show is better than the first half.
Take me away this right here. Force me back to town. Didn't get any girls. I'm upset. I'm frustrated. What do you want me to do? I knew that was not your home.
Now, I understand once or twice I've been referred to as Old Iron Valley. I want you to know Old Iron Valley sat here tonight and had a hell of a good time. Now, the next and last song will be sung by Bosun Butch Forbush and that siren of the Coral Sea. Gorgeous, voluptuous, and petite Mademoiselle Lutheria Phyllis.
Phyllis? Wow, I want to see this.
My doll is as dainty as a sparrow.
Yes, yes, yes.
Her figure is something to applaud. Where she's narrow as an arrow. And she's tall.
Yes.
Where a broad should be someone to think of me tonight. I appreciate it, Luther. You don't know how much.
Forbush, I'd like to have you know that I think you're the most wonderful woman in the entire world, even including the fact that you're an officer. And I can't go on being such a heel as to have you think I thought I'd give you those flowers.
But you did give
Here's
them.
the card that came with them. Are you all right, Miss Forbush? I'll be waiting around in the area in case you need me. Just sing out.
What's the matter now, nurse? Having diplomatic difficulties with friends?
Joe Cable, who let you out of the hospital?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Joe, you're trying to get over to Valley High. That little girl you told me about.
Leon, I just saw her for the last time, I guess.
Oh, Joe.
Nellie, I love her, and yet I just heard myself saying I can't marry her. What's the matter with me, Nellie? What kind of a guy am I, anyway?
You're all right. You're just far away from home. We're both so far away from home.
Nellie, I must see you.
Amy.
Lieutenant, will you excuse us, please?
No, wait, Joe. Stay, please. I've been meaning to call you.
You've asked for a transfer. Why? What does it mean?
I'll tell you tomorrow.
No, not tomorrow, now. What does it mean, Nellie?
It means that I can't marry you. Do you understand? I can't marry you.
Because of my children.
Not because of your children. They're sweet.
It is their Polynesian mother, then. Their mother and I.
Yes. I can't help it. It's not as if I could give you a reason. There is no reason. This is emotional. It's something that's born in me.
It is not. I do not believe that it is born in you.
Then why do I feel the way I do? All I know is that I can't help it. I can't help it. Explain how you feel. Please, Joe.
What makes her talk like that? Why do you have this feeling, you and she? I do not believe that it is born in you. I do not believe it.
It's not born in you. It happens after you. You've got to be taught to hate and fear. You've got to be taught from year to year. It's got to be drummed in your dear little ear. You've got to be carefully taught. You've got to be taught to be afraid of people whose eyes are oddly made and people whose skin is a different shade. You've got to be carefully taught. You've got to be taught before it's too late, before you are 6 or 7 or 8, to hate all the people your relatives hate. You've got to be carefully taught. You've got to be carefully taught. You've got the right idea, Rebecca. Live on an island. Look, if I ever get out of this thing alive, I'm not going back there. I'm staying right here. All that I care about is right here. To hell with the rest.
When all that you care about is here, this is a good place to be. All that you care about has been taken away from you. There is no place. Came so close to it. So close. One dream in my heart. One love to be living for. One love to be living for. This nearly was mine.
We make a good team, I bet, you and I. When I go up, what side of the island should I land on?
The south side.
Why?
There is a cove there with rocks. I have sailed in behind these rocks many times.
Could a submarine get between those rocks without being observed?
Yes, if you knew the channel.
And once I'm there, what do I do then?
You will get in touch with two friends of mine, Bizio and Inato. They will hide us in the hills.
Us? You're going with me?
Of course. You are too young to go out alone. Come, let us go, Captain Brackett.
Wait till an Iron Belly hears about this. He'll jump out of his skin.
I would like to see this kind of jump. Come.
What was that? What was that?
That was nothing, sir. That was the contraction of the tin roof. It was the metal cooling off at night.
Oh.
Captain Brackett, sir!
Yeah, what is it?
It's about the city out here, sir. Billis. Commander Perkins out of operations estimates this little act cost the Navy $600,000, sir!
600? By God, I'm gonna shoot that guy. Send him in here.
Yes, sir! Captain Brackett, sir! This is Lieutenant Buzz Adams who flew the mission this morning, sir!
Adams. One man like you in an outfit is like a rotten apple in a barrel. Just what did you feel like sitting down there in your little rubber boat in the middle of Empress Augusta Bay with a whole damn Navy Air Force trying to rescue you? And how the hell did you fall out of a Catalina anyway?
Well, sir, the jack in the aircraft busted a hole right inside of the plane, and I fell through. The wind just sucked me out.
The wind just sucked you out. You and your little parachute. I don't think you fell out, fellas. I think you jumped out. Which did you do?
Well, sir, sort of half and half. You get the picture?
This is one of the most humiliating things that's ever happened to me.
Sir, may I barge in? My co-pilot watched this whole thing, you know, and he feels with Billis down there in the rubber boat and all the Navy planes flying around him caused sort of a diversionary action. See, while our Jack guns were shooting at Billis and other Navy planes, that little sub was able to slide into the little cove and deposit John the Frenchman right in behind those little rocks.
What the hell do you want me to do? Pin a medal on this guy?
I don't want no medals, Captain. But I could use a little freedom, a little room to swing around in, if you know what I mean. Get the picture?
Get out of here. Get the hell out of here.
Yes, sir! Sir.
And so we are here. This is our first chance to send news to you. We have made contact with former friends of mine. We have set up quarters in the mango tree. No room, but a lovely view. And now, our military expert, Joe.
All you Navy, Marine, and Army pilots, write this down. Surface craft. 19 troop barges headed down the bottleneck. Speed about 11 knots. Ought to pass Bonica at about 2000, escorted by heavy warships. There ought to be some way to knock off a few boys.
Where are you going?
Don't want to miss this. We'll be going out to waves tonight.
There's a little indication of activity at the
Captain Brackett, I know this isn't regular. It's about Emil de Beck. I went to his house last week to, well, you know how people have arguments and then days later you think of a good answer. Well, I went to his house and he wasn't there. I even asked the children. He has 2 little children. And they didn't seem to know where he'd gone. Or at least I think that's what they said. They only speak French. And then the other night while I was on duty in the ward, we have a lot of fighter pilots over there, and they kept talking about a Frenchman. The Frenchman said this, and the Frenchman said that. And I was wondering if this Frenchman they were talking about could be my Frenchman.
Yes, Miss Forbush, it is. I couldn't tell you before, but as a matter of fact, if you wait around, you might hear his voice.
His voice? Where is he?
With Lieutenant Cable behind enemy lines.
Sir?
Hello. Hello, my friends and allies. My message today must be brief and sad. Lieutenant Cable, my friend Joe, died last night. He died from wounds he received 3 days ago. I will never know a finer man. I wish he could have told you the good news. The Japanese are pulling out, and they are looking for us, I think. We believe that. What? What? Goodbye.
Is that all? Is that all? Can you get the back?
They were cut off, sir.
Poor Joe. Poor little Joe kid. Captain Brackett, do you think there's a chance I'll ever see a Neil Debeck again? You don't think so? Will you tell me?
There's a chance. Of course there's a chance.
Don't die, Emil.
All right, now hear this, hear this. All units in the company street that are waiting for transportation, do not change your position. We'll get to you as soon as your ships are ready for you. Over.
Phyllis, what do you say we head back, huh? Come on, our gang's a mile down the beach. Suppose they call our name.
Yeah, they may be ready for us to board by now. Are you kidding? They won't be ready for hours yet. This is the Navy. Look at that beach. Swarming with eager beavers. 10,000 guys. All jerks. Hey, you.
Yeah?
$5 and you can have it.
Well, what is it?
Seasick remedy. You'll need it.
Why don't you knock it off, man? That stuff's issued. We already got it. Who are you trying to fool? Fool.
These guys are getting smarter every day. Hello, Miss McGregor. Oh, I beg your pardon, sir. Can I speak to you a minute?
Yeah, who's that?
Phyllis, sir.
Yeah, what is it, Phyllis? We're moving out soon.
Yes, sir, I know. I'd like to do something for Miss Warbush, sir. Stupat and the professor and me was wondering if anything was being done about rescuing that Frenchman off the island. We hereby volunteer for such a project. A triple diversionary activity, just like I've done to get him on there. Now, he could drop us in 3 rubber boats on 3 different sides of the island, confuse the hell out of the Japs. Get the picture?
That's mighty fine of you, Phyllis, but I'm afraid you're a little bit too late for diversionary activity. That got started early this morning before the sun came up. Operation Alligator got underway. Landings were made on 14 Japanese-held islands.
Frank, sir. Your launch is ready to take you to your ship, sir.
You got a ship, sir?
That's right. I've got a ship. I'm no longer a lousy island commander.
So long, Captain Brackett.
So long, Phyllis. By the way, I never did get you in the brig, did I?
No.
I forgot.
Got what, sir?
Your unit will be on my ship. I'll be seeing all of you.
All right, let's go here. Let's start those trucks moving out. All units in the company street, we're ready to load you. All you nurses will board assigned planes. CBs to embark on carriers. All others, let's move out. Move it out.
Now the big ones are battleships, and the little ones are cruisers. Or destroyers. I never can tell the difference. They're all moving out, you see, because, well, there's been a big change. They're not going to be around here much anymore. Just a few of us, off and on. Did you understand anything I said? Vous ne comprenez pas?
Oui.
Now, while I'm down at the hospital, you have to promise me to manger table. Sur le table. Sur le table?
Sur la table.
Now, Jerome, get back here and sit down. Asseyez-vous. Now, you have to learn to mind me when I talk to you, and be nice to me, too, because I love you very much. Now, mange. I will not sing that song. You just want to make fun of my French accent. All right, but you have to help me.
Dites-moi pourquoi la vie est belle. Dites-moi pourquoi.
Pourquoi what?
La vie est gaie. Dites-moi pourquoi, chère mademoiselle, c'est
I'd like to thank you for coming out and seeing South Pacific this afternoon. We really appreciate you. You've been a wonderful audience, just absolutely wonderful. And I have to tell you, I am one extremely proud daddy, because my little guy here, without ever really rehearsing this show, I think he did a heck of a job. Thank you very much, and if you really enjoyed the show, please tell your friends we have 3 more weeks. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.